even if they already know how to swim.
But a story in the news this week has put a new spotlight on a phenomenon most of us have never heard of. It's called dry drowning, and it's blamed for the death of a 4-year-old Texas boy nearly a week after he went swimming.
Now, this story has a lot of people talking. Maybe you've seen it on your social media accounts. So tonight, we're separating fact from fiction.
First Coast News reporter Juliette Dreyer is live in Riverside tonight, verifying how dry drowning happens. Juliette.
Anthony, water is a way of life here in Florida, so this story has a lot of people on edge. And one of the claims we've heard is that dry drowning happens when a child swallows water. But is that true? We set out to verify. We spoke with Dr. Stephen Patashall over at Wolfson Children's Hospital, and then we also came here to the YMCA to find out what parents can do to help prevent this potentially deadly condition. Dozens of kids cool off in the pool as lifeguards look on. But as word spreads about a boy who died days after swimming in Texas, many people are wondering about so-called dry drowning, which can happen after a near-drowning incident.
The initial water, it's usually long gone, has been coughed out.
Dr. Stephen Patashall of Wolfson Children's Hospital says dry drowning can occur hours after a child's in the water.
It's just either injury to the lining of the lungs itself, or it might just be persistent spasming of the vocal cords that can sometimes persist for a while longer.
As far as swallowing water causing dry drowning,
As far as I'm aware, that is not true.
so the claim is false. Patashall says dry drowning is rare, but parents should look out for key warning signs.
Children that are breathing faster, working harder to breathe, or having other signs that there might be trouble, such as feeling very tired, vomiting, or just really not acting themselves in some other sort of way.
The best treatment, Patashall says, is prevention. The YMCA of Florida's First Coast offers swimming lessons for children as young as 6 months old.
So that the children aren't left to spend any amount of time underwater.
It's a critical skill, Alexandra Kramer says, especially here in Florida where water is everywhere.
Not just the beaches, it is the pools, the bathtubs, the drainage pond.
But even if your kids can swim, Kramer urges parents to pay attention because in just seconds a child can drown or nearly drown, which could cause dry drowning later.
Now we get so sidetracked with our phones and things like that, that the parents feel, well, I'm at the pool with my child, so they are supervised, but we're really not paying attention.
If you have something that you want us to verify, you can send us an email to verify@firstcoastnews.com. Reporting live in Riverside, Juliette Dreyer, First Coast News.
All right, Juliette,
Thanks, Juliette.
thank you.
We've had kind of a gloomy day here, but